I haven't had a chance to see you after Avengers came out, but it went on to make like 2.9 billion.
Yeah, it made a few bucks.
Yeah, it did. It's like the biggest grossing movie in the history of film.
Right. Yeah.
Not too shabby, buddy.
Yeah, not
Congrats on
too
that.
shabby. I'll take it.
Yeah. And everyone's probably already asked you all these questions, so I won't.
Lay 'em on me. What do you got?
Well, I mean, was it sentimental? Were you sad when you had to do the last scene? And
Yeah, it was very emotional. I mean, it's surprisingly emotional. Movies are a huge part of your life, and so when they come to an end, it really has an impact.
were you wearing like dots in your face or CGI or like ping pong balls in your face?
No, luckily I don't have to do that nonsense. But it's still you know, it still had an effect.
Oh yeah, I mean, but you're doing the thing. But in the movie, when you see it, I mean, you have the. I can't spoil it at this point, right? You had the scene.
No, yeah. This is so nice because this is after
People have seen it.
we can say anything we want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're old.
Yeah.
And they did such an amazing job making you old. Did it freak you out?
They did a good job. Well, they did a lot of it was prosthetic. They left my mouth without the prosthetic so they could add that CGI. I guess that's actually still hard to do. But they left my mouth the same. But even just having the whole face, you know, you kind of it's like looking at your grandfather. It's a strange feeling.
Well, the good news is you're a good-looking old man. You're gonna age very well.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
Did Anthony Mackie? I know all the scripts and all the scenes are very secretive. And did he know that you were going to give him the shield?
You know, there's actually a really great story with that. The secret, the scripts are so lock and key, but they had given me the scene where I passed the shield to Mackie. Oh, it's so nice to be able to say this. You know, it doesn't have to be.
It's like therapy.
It's
I want you to lay
therapy.
down on the couch
I
and
can just be honest.
Just talk about the Marvel secrets. Yeah.
But I did know that Mackie was getting the shield, and while we were, this is actually a really nice story. While we were filming in Atlanta, you know, I had already read the scene. I had a few people over to watch a football game or something, and Mackie was the first one to show up. I didn't know he didn't know what was going to happen, and he showed up first, and I said, hey, man, you know, isn't that scene fantastic? And he said, what scene? And I said, the scene where I give you the shield. And he said, you giving me the shield? And I said, oh, no. Oh, no. Well, yeah. And so I ran to my room, and I got the scene, and I gave it to him, and I got to watch him read the scene for the first time where he's getting the shield. And he was so happy. And, you know, you immediately feel like, man, maybe I robbed this moment from, maybe Kevin Feige deserved this. But it was so nice to share it with him. He was so happy and you know, so deserving. And it was just...
It was a great moment.
It was a nice way to kind of have, just between us,
Yeah.
the transition of characters. Yeah, it was great.
I got to see it in a theater full of people, and one of the biggest parts of the movie that got a big reaction was when you pick up Thor's hammer.
Yeah.
That was a big moment. Yeah, I mean, everyone went nuts. They're like, what? I knew we could do it. Like, yelling. Like, I knew we always had this. Was that
I don't think Hemsworth liked it.
yeah, exactly. Like, hey, there's only one Thor. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
What did it feel better, picking up the shield for the first time or Thor's hammer for the first time?
Hammer.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the shield was destined for the character. The hammer was kind of this, you know, period at the end of a sentence in terms of his worth, and yeah, it was nice. And the Russos really know how to build those moments up. So
great.
I'll say the hammer.
They did such a great job with that. Everyone just knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, they did.
Let's talk about your new film, Knives Out.
Yeah.
Totally different character than Captain America.
Yeah. Well, we finished the last scenes of Endgame, and I went into Knives Out only a week later. So it really was a real 180.
Wow.
In terms of character.
Can you explain what the movie's about to everybody?
I can try. It's kind of a murder mystery in the vein of Agatha Christie. Everyone is vile, everyone is awful, everyone's a suspect. But those are the movies I loved. You know, those are the movies it's like Clue.
Yeah, yeah,
Those are the movies that
with a
I-
great cast.
Yeah.
Daniel Craig is in it. Michael Shannon.
So many, Jamie Lee Curtis. And
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah,
Don Johnson.
Don Johnson.
I love that.
Toni Collette.
Oh, Toni Collette. I mean, you stop right
do
there.
no wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's just it. I mean, across the board, everyone was.
You don't know who's telling the truth and who's lying.
Yeah.
The whole way through, which is what you want a good mystery to be like. Are you a good liar in real life?
No, I'm a terrible liar, which is so weird because I act for a living.
Yeah.
But you know, when you have lines that you're supposed to say in the context of filming, it's great. When it's actually real life lying, I feel like I I have every tell you could possibly have.
Like, do you
I
play
get
poker?
red, I sweat, my eyes gaze, I'm touching my face.
You can't. You don't have a poker face.
I'm horrible at poker, which is such a shame because I love the game. But the second the cards are dealt, I'm like,
I got an ace! Oh, no, I didn't. Like, we can't play with you anymore,
no,
dude.
out the gate. It's like it'd be easier if I just give you my money and I'm gonna go have a drink at the bar.
On and on and on. I said, and it's on and on and on.